Heaven, if you are not on earth. This beautiful poem was written by KUVEMPU. In this video, you will enjoy a beautiful poem. Summary and line-by-line explanation in English of Class 12. Introduction. Heaven, if you are not here on earth, is written by K.V. Putapa, popularly known by his pen name, KUVEMPU. He is considered to be the greatest poet of the 20th century Canada literature. He is immortalized particularly for his contribution to universal humanism, Vishwamanavattavada. This poem is a translation of the Kannada poem. It reveals the rationalistic outlook of the poet who sees God in nature. There is no other God for him, since he has not been able to see any God, nor has anyone else. Stanza 1. Heaven, if you are not here on earth, where else could you be? The poet addresses heaven and declares emphatically that if heaven does not exist on the earth, where else can it be? It only means that the reader need not look for heaven in the skies. If at all there is an entity called heaven, one must find it on the earth only, and nowhere else. Stanza 2. If we ourselves cannot be gods, then there can be no gods. If we ourselves aren't heavenly nymphs, the nymphs are not elsewhere. The poet refers to our beliefs about gods and heavenly nymphs. The poet expresses his conviction that there is no distinct or substantial entity called God, and it is man himself who is God. Similarly, there exist no entities called heavenly nymphs. He firmly believes that we ourselves are the nymphs, and the nymphs are to be found nowhere else but on this earth only. Stanza 3. While this roaring stream rushes fast, rolling surf at the edge of waves, the tender sunshine leans on verdant gardens, and then the gentle sun make the earth heaven. The poet tries to introduce us to the different forms or parts of heaven that exist on the earth. He presents a mesmerizing picture of nature in its pristine form. The poet states that the bliss that we experience when we look at the streams that are leaping down, roaring from the top of the hills, the waves that come rolling across the seas, carrying surf at their edges, the tender rays of sunlight falling on the vast expanse of green forests, and the gentle sun warming up the earth, make this earth heaven. Stanza 4. In the splendor of harvest and of moonlight, heaven lies all over, imbibing and spilling the song of nectar. The poet does create heaven on earth. The poet refers to the beauty of the harvest season and the moonlit night. He declares that one enjoys heavenly bliss when one watches the splendor of harvest and the moonlit night. The poet ends the poem by saying that the poet who imbibes this heavenly bliss spreads the nectar of heaven through his poetry on this earth. A poet is endowed with a higher degree of imagination and sensibility. With these qualities, the poet appreciates nature's beauty, and in turn, the poet enables others to behold heaven on earth. Conclusion. The poet, being a rationalist, believes that heaven is on earth. In order to prove his claim that heaven is only on this earth and not anywhere else, the poet gives many examples. He points to the roaring, rushing stream with crystal clear water, the rolling milky white surf at the edge of waves, the tender sunshine shining through the lush green leaves on verdant gardens, the gentle sun warming the earth, the golden splendor of harvest, and the cool, divine moonlight, and says that all these make the earth a heavenly place. There cannot be anything more beautiful than all these. Thus, there cannot be another place called heaven. Common people, who are not very observant or articulate, miss the beauties of nature and carry on their mundane lives passively. The poet, being more sensitive and observant than others, imbibes and spills the song of nectar, pointing out the wonders of nature to everyone. In this manner, he creates heaven on earth through his poetry and invites everyone to experience the joy of being amidst bountiful nature. He says, "It is the poet who makes the earth appears heavenly." If you like this video, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Stay tuned for more videos.